Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Epic Basketball League. Thank you for joining me. I'm Dave Little, aka Epic Dave, coming to you live from the Dave Cave with the final regular season game of this streaming season. 1970-71, the 20-game season is coming to a close here tonight, and we will see if the Milwaukee Bucks can run the table and go 20-0 as they come home to the Milwaukee Arena to face the challenge of the New York Knicks. Let's take a look at the up-to-date situation in the Epic Basketball League and set the stage for tonight's game. As you can see at the top of the standings in the Gold Division, the Milwaukee Bucks are 19-0 and a fitting number one in the league as they ran the table in the regular 1970-71 season and won the NBA championship. They had a regular season record of 66-16 in 1970-71, including a 20-game win streak. And we'll see if tonight they can match that 20-game win streak here in simulation action PC basketball land. That win streak still stands as the fifth all-time leading win streak in NBA history. The Bucks are led by the one and only Lou Alcindor, who was the NBA scoring leader, the MVP of the league, and the Finals MVP in 1970-71. Currently in our league, he stands second overall in scoring to the great Elvin Hayes from San Diego. Elsewhere around the league, we can see that New York, tonight's opposition, is 10-9 with a winning record in the Gold Division. They finished 52-30 in regular competition before losing to Baltimore in the Eastern Conference Finals. Things did not go so well for Baltimore in this replay. Baltimore and Philadelphia came in 5th and 6th in the Gold Division. Those spots are clinched, and they will be moving down to the Silver Division for the 1971-72 campaign. The Chicago Bulls will be moving up, and behind the Bulls there is a 5-team logjam. Cincinnati at 10-10 holds the number 2 promotion spot as of now, but if Seattle can defeat Phoenix in their season finale, they will tie with Cincinnati for the opportunity to get promoted to the Gold Division, which means one less tier of playoffs and the opportunity to be one step closer to the season championship. If those two teams finish tied, relegation will be decided based upon playoff performance. Detroit is already moving down, and we have a logjam here between Phoenix and Boston and Seattle. Now, if Seattle defeats Phoenix, then Phoenix will also end up relegated. If Phoenix wins that game, they'll finish with a 3-way tie for the 3rd through 5th spots. That will move Cincinnati up, and these 3 teams, Seattle, Boston, and Phoenix, will potentially be moving down. But tonight, it's all about the Milwaukee Bucks. And let's see if they can run the table and go 20-0 and join teams like the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots in completing the undefeated regular season. And as we're setting the game up, I'd like to say welcome to the chat room to Dave Gardner. Let's go Mets. Welcome to everybody else who is joining us here tonight, and thank you for coming by to check us out. So let's get it started here in the Milwaukee Arena. As you can see, Milwaukee is favored by 11 points in this game. And we will take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Knicks, Walt Frazier is your point guard. He also known as Clyde the Glide, second team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team in the 70-71 season. Dick Barnett is your point guard, the high-scoring veteran out of Tennessee State University. Bill Bradley having a very solid season, fourth year out of Princeton, and he would later go on to fame in politics. Dave DeBusschere is your power forward. He is also a first-team all-defensive player in the 1970-71 season. And the big man inside is Willis Reed, second-team all-NBA. So the Knicks have a formidable lineup. They are second place in the Gold Division, and they will be a tough test for the Bucks tonight if the Bucks intend to run the table. And hello, ID Jester. Welcome to the chat room. Now for the starting lineups for your Milwaukee Bucks. Oscar Robertson, the Big O, is your point guard. And he'll be joined in the backcourt by Bob McLaughlin and at small forward John McLaughlin, now the Bucks color commentator on their radio network. Your power forward tonight is Greg Smith out of Western Kentucky. And, of course, the big man inside, all-world Lou Alcindor is your center and your MVP of the league. So we'll tip things off, and we'll get it rolling. Looks like the Bucks will control the opening tap, and immediately they're going to look inside to Bob Dandridge on the low post. Dandridge shoots a one-hand runner, and he nails it. That is 2 for Dandridge. Let me go ahead and turn on the animations. When I'm playing games on my own, I do not use the animations, but we will put those on since the fans in the chat room enjoy seeing the animated movement of the ball and the green ball with the made shot that makes this graphical user interface for the Action PC basketball a little bit nicer to the audience perspective. So the Bucks are leading 2-0. First minute of play. Knicks ball moving from right to left on your computer screen. And they have an open man on the low post, Dave DeBusschere. He's got a tough defensive matchup against Greg Smith. Let's see what DeBusschere can get done. Terrible pass. He cannot handle the pass from Frazier, and that ball goes out to the Bucks. Knicks with the first turnover of the night. Can Milwaukee take advantage? Oscar Robertson directing traffic. Looks to set up the offense. Reed forces Alcindor away from the basket. He can't get anything done down there. So Robertson is going to flip it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin outside. Shoots the jump shot. Air ball out of play. Knicks basketball. Fine defense on the play by Dick Barnett. Here come the Knicks. Frazier working against Oscar Robertson, a fine defender in his own right. Knicks rotating the ball around the perimeter. They're going to look to Barnett on the wing. Barnett drives on McLaughlin. And it's stolen away by Bob Dandridge. Dandridge got the steal, and the Bucks have the numbers in transition. Oscar Robertson runs the break, gives it to Dandridge. Dandridge layup, no good. Foul is whistled on Walt Frazier on the play. That's our first foul of the night. First on Frazier, first on the team. Bob Dandridge heads to the line for 2 free throws. First shot, no good. Second shot for Dandridge is up. And he connects. 3-0 Milwaukee. And here come the Knicks back on offense. Frazier looks around. He's going to go to Bradley on the baseline. Bradley on the perimeter shoots the jump shot and cannot hit. The rebound is bouncing around and it goes out of bounds. Milwaukee basketball. So here come the Bucks, already looking to take a 5-point lead. They are heavily favored in this home contest with the opportunity to go to 20-0 and complete a perfect regular season of play. They're going to look to McLaughlin for the offense. His dart from mid-range is up and good. And Milwaukee is up 5-0. New York's coming back. They're going to look to Bradley. Once again, see what he can get done. The play has been whistled dead, and Bradley is called for the offensive push-off. Dandridge was all over him, and Bradley got that left arm extended. And the referees blow the whistle on that one. Milwaukee basketball. They're going to look inside to Alcindor for the first time. Alcindor working against Willis Reed. Solid player in his own right. Inside from Alcindor. The shot from in close is blocked away by Dave DeBuscher. There's your second team all-defensive player. Willis Reed comes away with the rebound, and New York has the basketball. Frazier works against McLaughlin. He's going to put it on the floor. He dribble drives, cannot get around McLaughlin, and he cannot get a shot off in time. That is a shot clock violation. And the Knicks have yet to score. Milwaukee looking to establish control early in this game. They look inside once again to Lou Alcindor in the middle. The sky hook from Alcindor rips through the net, and that is his first basket of the night. And quickly the Bucks are up 7-0. Back come the Knicks, looking to Bradley. Bradley on the baseline, and he draws his second foul on another offensive foul. Bradley is forcing the action, and he's already been whistled for 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of game action here tonight. And Phil Jackson will enter the game for Bradley, as the Knicks are already digging themselves a ditch here in the opening sequences of the game. Oscar Robertson working against Frazier. He's going to call his own number, but he loses it out of bounds. New York basketball. First turnover of the night for the Bucks. Can the Knicks capitalize and get on the scoreboard? They're going to look down low to Phil Jackson on the low block. He comes off the screen, kicks it back to Frazier. Frazier's jump shot is good, and the Knicks are on the board. That ends the shutout with over 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter, and the Bucks are going to set things up back at the offensive end. Looking to McLaughlin, out on the wing, drives to the basket, drops it off to Dandridge on the baseline. Dandridge's jump shot is up and good. Quick start for Bob Dandridge with 5 of the first 9 points for Milwaukee, and the Bucks are back out on top by 7. New York running the offense through Frazier. He looks down low to DeBuscher, posting up on the block, and he walked with it. Knicks can't get out of their own way here in the first quarter. 5 turnovers already in the first 4 minutes of play. And Knicks coach Red Holtzman is not at all happy about that. Milwaukee coming back, looks to Alcindor, posting up against DeBuscher. Skyhook won't go. Rebound on the play will go to Phil Jackson. And New York finally gets a stop on defense. They needed that. Frazier now going to put it on the floor against Oscar Robertson. Match up with premier point guards. Frazier steps around Robertson and gets that to lay up, and good. Frazier has all 4 of the Knicks points, and the Bucks come back on offense. They're going to look once again down low to Greg Smith now in the low post. Smith shoots it up from in close. It's blocked away by Willis Reed. Loose ball on the boards. Smith captures it. Smith puts it back up. Lays it up softly and good. So the first attempt was blocked by Reed, but Smith kept after it and got the putback for his first basket of the night. 11-4 New York. And back come the Bucks on offense. 11-4 Bucks. Back come the Knickerbockers on offense. Frazier once again is going to put it on the floor, working against Robertson. Dishes it off to DeBuscher in the lane. DeBuscher's short shot is no good. Rebound on the play. We've got a whistle and a foul inside on Bobby Dandridge. Hello, Ron Juckett. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Hello, Al Red Sox fan, ID Jester. Lots of great people here in the chat room tonight as we try to see if Milwaukee can finish up a perfect season and go 20-0 for the regular season here in the Epic Basketball League. DeBuscher misses the first shot. Second shot for DeBuscher is up and good. Bucks lead by 6. Still early in the first quarter. Oscar Robertson sets up the offense. Alcindor moves away from the basket. Robertson dribbles around to his left. Still looking inside. He's going to look for Dandridge on the low block. Dandridge working against DeBuscher. He fakes. He rises up. He scores. 7 already for Dandridge in the early going, and the Bucks have now an 8-point lead, their biggest of the night. Frazier leads the Knicks back to the offensive end. The open man down low is Reed, guarded by Alcindor with that long reach. Reed inside, tries to pass it away to Barnett. Barnett's tied up by Robertson and will have a jump ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Well defended by Milwaukee with that team defense. Barnett controls the jump for New York. They're going to need a quick shot here. Frazier's going to take control. But he is stripped by Oscar Robertson, and it's a 3-on-2 fast break for the Bucks. Here comes the green rush. Robertson handles the ball, and he's called for the charge. Fine defense by Walt Frazier in transition. And New York regains control of the basketball. Hello, Ken Castro, and happy birthday to you, sir. Welcome to the chat room. Yes, indeed, this is a 20-game mini-season, and the Bucks are looking to go 20-0 and run the table here in the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League. Frazier setting the offense, looks down low to Phil Jackson. Jackson posting up in the low post against Greg Smith. He gets a good look. His shot is off the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Smith, and Phil Jackson will go to the line for 2 free throws. Jackson, a 71% regular season free throw shooter for New York, only 63% on this replay. And the first one rolls around and drops in. Second shot for Jackson is good. 2 points for Jackson. They're going to need his production with Bill Bradley on the bench with early foul trouble. And it's Milwaukee basketball. Greg Smith working down low against Jackson. Short jump shot is up and good. 4 points for Greg Smith. Milwaukee brings it back. Reed is being smothered inside by Alcindor. Frazier doesn't like the look on that angle, so instead he drops it off down low to Phil Jackson. Out to Barnett on the wing, back into Jackson. Jackson gets it back, but stepped on the line, and that's another turnover for the Knicks. 7 turnovers already in the first 6 minutes of play. Milwaukee basketball. Here come the Bucks. The buck stops here, says Dave Gardner. That remains to be seen because they have certainly taken control of this game in the early going, just over the midway point of the first quarter. Bucks running the offense. Inside-outside game. They get Dandridge loose on the low block against DeBuscher. Dandridge takes a 10-footer and he converts it. They're paying a lot of attention to Lou Alcindor tonight, and that's given Dandridge room to operate on that low block, and he's got 9 of the first 17 for Milwaukee here in the opening quarter. New York coming back the other way. They've got Willis Reed down low. They can't get it to him. DeBuscher takes the shot from 10 feet. It rattles out, and Oscar Robertson comes away with the rebound. Quickly, he starts the fast break. Milwaukee has the numbers. Robertson to Dandridge. Dandridge lays it up and good. Dandridge continues. He's already in double figures. 11 points in the early going here for Bob Dandridge. A great night so far for the second-year man out of Norfolk State University. New York's going to push it down to the post again, but we've got a whistle and a technical foul on the play called on Phil Jackson. Nobody works those officials like Phil Jackson. He certainly proved that as a coach and already as a player. He is letting his opinions be known in a way that the referees aren't willing to put up with. McLaughlin converts the free throw. It's now 20-7 in favor of the Bucks, and the Knicks already showing signs of frustration here in the final game of the regular season. Frazier still trying to make something happen. Looks to the baseline where Willis Reed is Driving to the basket, he runs over McLaughlin. Reverse layup is up and no good. Lots of contact on that play, and they whistle and call the foul on McLaughlin. And it will be Willis Reed stepping to the line for 2 free throws. Good free throw shooter for a big man, 78.5%. And his first shot is good. First point of the night for Willis Reed. Reed tees up the second free throw and delivers. 20-9. Bucks with the lead and the basketball. Once again, they look inside to Greg Smith. Working against Jackson in the paint. Pump fakes, unloads, misses. Shot no good. Rebound will go to Jackson, but he is fouled on the play. Jackson got him with full force on the body, and it will be Greg Smith shooting 2 for the Bucks. Attempting to extend the lead. Smith with the first shot off the rim, no good. Smith dribbles the basketball, takes a deep breath, bends the knees, tees up the second, and he hits it. Under 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Milwaukee already with a big lead. New York looking around to find an open shot. They get Frazier loose on the pick and roll. He's got a mismatch against Alcindor out high. Can he take advantage? 15 feet away, he shoots and scores. Very good. Ken Castro, birthday and wedding anniversary yesterday. Congratulations to you, sir. I'm going to guess that's his, 29th birthday and first wedding anniversary. Does that sound about right? That'll be tonight's trivia question. How old is Ken Castro and how many years has he been married? Milwaukee back on offense. Still leading by 10 with the basketball. Looking down low to Alcindor on the block. We've got a foul in the front court by Reed. As Reed tried to jam up Robertson on the pick and roll. And it will be Robertson going to the line for 2 shots. Robertson, a very fine free throw shooter, settles in at the line and connects on the first. That's his first point of the night, and he's already got 5 assists on the ball game. Many of those to his running mate Bob Dandridge, who leads all scorers with 11 points. Robertson connects on the second, and the lead is back to 12. Here come the Knicks. Once again, Phil Jackson, active on the low block. They get it to Jackson. Jackson leans in. Short jump shot won't go. And the rebound on the play goes to Alcindor. Alcindor, first rebound in the game, only 2 points. They're letting Dandridge do all the work. And once again, Dandridge is going to make himself available down low. We've got a whistle on the play and a hamstring injury being suffered by Robertson. He is flexing that leg, but he will stay in the game and will restart with a fresh shot clock. Robertson working against Frazier. Looking to set up a teammate. Can't find an open man. Robertson's going to put it on the floor. He takes it into the lane. Shoots the little floater. Fade away, no good. And the rebound goes to Jackson. Jackson comes back, leading the Knicks offense. They're going to look to DeBusschere inside. See if DeBusschere can get some work done. DeBusschere works his way into the paint. Kicks it back out to Frazier. Frazier stops and pops in the lane and delivers. Very good, sir. DeBusschere hits the shot. And once again, the lead is 10. Under 4 minutes to play now. First quarter. Greg Smith has some room on the low block and drains a jump shot. Smith with 7 points now. So we've got Dandridge with 11, Smith with 7. 18 points between them as Alcindor has done little more than serve as a decoy tonight, while his backcourt mates have gotten the work done and helped the Bucks establish this big lead. Knicks look to Reed on the baseline, taking Alcindor away from the hoop. His shot is up, no good. And Oscar Robertson comes back and grabs that rebound for the Bucks. Milwaukee comes back once again looking to Smith down low. Working against Jackson. Short jump shot is up and no good. Rebound on the play We've got a whistle and a foul on the play on Barnett. First foul on Barnett, fourth on the Knickerbockers here in the first period. And it will be 2 shots for Greg Smith. Smith tees it up. First shot is no good. And now we're going to see Dave Stallworth make his first appearance of the game, fourth-year man out of Wichita State University. Smith lines up the second free throw, and he misses both. Rebound on the play goes to Stallworth. New York basketball still facing a big deficit. They're going to look down low once again to DeBusschere. Working inside against Dandridge. DeBusschere lays it up, no good. And Dandridge comes away with the rebound. Nice D by Dandridge. And Milwaukee is going to slow things down in transition. And Robertson is going to initiate the offense from the top of the key for the Bucks, who enjoy the big lead. Now they're going to look inside to Alcindor. Working against Reed, the one-handed runner is off the rim, no good. And Reed comes away with the rebound. Barnett has an opportunity in transition. He's going to go ahead and take this one to the break. Can he deliver? Yes, he does. First points of the game for Barnett. And the lead is back to 10. Under 3 minutes now, first quarter. Milwaukee looks again to Alcindor on the pick and roll. Alcindor drops the ball out of bounds. It was knocked away by Reed, and Milwaukee will retain possession. 11 on the shot clock. Boozer to inbound. He's going to look down low to Alcindor. Alcindor inside, posting up against Reed. Strong move to the bucket, shot no good. Loose ball foul on the rebound, and they're going to get Dandridge with that one, and that is his second. So Dandridge off to the hot first quarter, but he's going to have to go to the bench now with 2 fouls. And McCoy-McLemore comes into the game. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike, welcome to the chat. And this game is coming to you live from Milwaukee Arena. Not the most famous arena in the world. The Knicks are on the road here in Milwaukee, attempting to put their mark on the Bucks in the losing column for the first and possibly only time in this 20-game abbreviated replay. Frazier setting up the offense. We've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Stallworth will take a free throw that's no good, and Alcindor comes away with the easy rebound for Milwaukee. Oscar Robertson back on the offense. He's going to call his own number. On the right wing, he drives to the basket, lays it up. No good. But a foul is called on the play on Reardon. That is number 5 on New York in the first quarter. And from this point forward, the Bucks will be in the bonus as Oscar Robertson steps to the line for 2 free throws. His first shot is good. Second shot for Robertson is good. 4 points now for the Big O to go with 6 assists here in the first quarter. And the Bucks lead is back up to 12. Frazier looking for an opening on offense. The best available option is Stallworth. Stallworth inside. Gets the pass off the pick and roll. Short jump shot is up, no good. And the rebound on the play goes to Bob Boozer. Just over 2 minutes to play, first period. Bucks still enjoy a big 12-point lead as they look to get something done offensively. McLemore has the ball down low, but DeBusschere's all over him. So he's going to kick it back out to the perimeter. Time is running out on the shot clock. They get it back into McLemore. He's going to have to put one up as the shot clock expires, and he didn't get off in time. That'll be a 24-second violation on the Bucks. And a much-needed defensive stop for New York. But New York's really got to get it going on the offensive end. 7 turnovers already, only 15 points in the first 10 minutes of play. And that is not looking good for their hopes to upset Milwaukee here in the season finale. Eddie Mast in the game is down on the low block working against Alcindor. Frazier doesn't like that matchup, so he's going to restart the offense and see if he can find something better. Shot clock running down. They're going to look to Stallworth on the baseline. Guarded by Boozer. Jump shot from the corner is good. 2 points for Dave Stallworth on that play. And once again, the lead is 10. And we've got a whistle on the play and a foul against Boozer. So that will be one shot for Stallworth as he attempts to convert a three-point play and cut the lead to single digits. Free throw by Stallworth is good. Question about Action PC basketball. I wonder if there is any sort of animation here that would give us a whistle on these foul calls. I am missing the foul calls. Let's see if we crank up the referee's whistle and see if that helps us to get those foul calls going more smoothly. We'll see what happens. All right, 27-18. Knicks are back within single digits for the first time in a while with just a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Robertson looks down low to Boozer. Boozer working down low against Dave Stallworth. Short jump shot by Boozer is good. 29-18 in favor of the Bucks. Frazier looking for space against Robertson, but Robertson has him smothered. They set the pick for Frazier. He comes off with a mismatch against Boozer, and he's going to take the pull-up jump shot from the outside, and he gets it to go over Boozer. Nice play on the pick and roll with Dave Stallworth, and that is 10 points for Frazier, double digits here in the first period. He's doing everything he can, but the Bucks as a team have just dominated the paint and enjoy a large lead here as we come down to the final minute of play, first quarter. Robertson wants to get it down low to Alcindor, but he's covered. Webb on the outside doesn't have much space. 13 on the shot clock. Webb tries to pick and roll with Boozer, and there's a whistle on the play, and Webb is called for the personal foul. He hooked the defender, got his left arm out there against Reardon, and the whistle gives the ball back to New York with a chance to get it down to perhaps a 7-point lead. New York basketball. They've got Stallworth and Mast on the low blocks, but Boozer and Alcindor are both formidable defenders down there. They're going to try their luck with Stallworth inside. Stallworth with the layup, gets to the hole and cannot get the layup to go. And McCoy-McLemore comes away with the rebound for Milwaukee. Now 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Robertson working against Frazier. Has time to set the offense. They get it over to Webb. Webb can't figure out anything to do with it. He's going to try and dump it down low to Alcindor. He can't get the pass into Alcindor. Webb takes it himself, and his short jump shot is no good. Rebound by McLemore. And McLemore is going to kick it back out and hope that Milwaukee can tee up the final shot of the period. Robertson working from on top, shoots the jump shot, no good. Strong defense by Frazier as the horn blows and the first quarter ends. And it's a 29-20 game in favor of Milwaukee after a up and down first quarter for the Knicks. They managed to shoot 50% on the quarter, but those 7 turnovers got them into trouble early on, and they never really got out of that hole. You can see from the stats that Milwaukee is just dominating the paint, 14-0 points in the paint for the Bucks. Only 2 points so far for Alcindor, but as we've seen, it was Bobby Dandridge and Greg Smith doing all the damage with a combined total of 18 points down low for Milwaukee. Robertson already with 6 assists for the Bucks. Leading rebounder of the game is Willis Reed with 3. At halftime, we will have some channel updates. Everything in the chat room seems to be folks having a good time. We got 6 folks in the chat room, and we are privileged to have you all here. Mike, Al, Dave, Ron, Ken, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us tonight for some basketball. And we go to action here in the second period. It will be New York controlling the jump. They've got Eddie Mass down low, but he's smothered by Alcindor. He doesn't have any options, so he's going to have to force one up. Mass on the low block rises up. Shot is off the glass, no good. Alcindor forced him to alter that shot. Mass gets his own rebound. Can he get a putback? The short jump shot is from a tough angle, but he gets it to go. How about that stick-to-itiveness by Eddie Mast? First basket of the game for Eddie. Eddie, a rookie out of Temple, 6'9", 220. Good-sized kid, but no match for Lou Alcindor on the low block inside. 22 for the New York, 29 for Milwaukee. 7-point lead as the Bucks come back for their first possession of the quarter. They're going to look down low to Alcindor. Robertson on the no-look pass. Alcindor stops, hits the pump fake, and gets it to go over Eddie Mast. 4 points now for Alcindor. New York comes back, looking down low to Stallworth. Stallworth inside, guarded by Boozer. He gets in down low and connects again. Excuse me, that's 5 points for Stallworth, and the lead is back to 7. New York playing the old hang with him. Keep it close and see if you can do some damage and steal one maybe later in the game. Bucks working to Alcindor down low once again. Short jump shot is tipped away by Bradley, no good. Bob Boozer keeps it alive for Milwaukee. Boozer attempts the putback, but it's stolen away by Eddie Mast. Nice interior defense by New York on that play. Frazier breaks out with the basketball, but the Knicks don't have the numbers. And Clyde the Glide will pull it back out and reset the offense. They're going to look to Bradley, back in the game now after missing a lot of the first quarter with early foul trouble. Bradley lowers his shoulder, and he's called for the offensive foul. That is 3 on Bradley, and he is going to immediately have to go back to the bench. Into the game comes Phil Jackson. Jackson in the first period contributed 2 points, 2 rebounds, and surprise, surprise, a technical foul. But he is back in the ball game, and they're going to need him to produce to keep it close for the Knicks. Milwaukee pushing it down to Alcindor again. They're working that low block hard here in the second period. Alcindor rises it up inside, eases it off the glass, and good. 6 points for Alcindor, as Microsoft calls him. And the Bucks now lead once again by 9. New York's going to go right to Phil Jackson. Jackson dribbles inside, lays it up, and it is swatted away by Alcindor. He is an enforcer. Boozer on the rebound, and back comes Milwaukee on offense. Robertson working against Frazier. He's going to call his own number this time. He instead dishes it off to Boozer on the perimeter. The shot from Boozer won't go down. Eddie Mast with the rebound for the Knicks. New York runs that circle offense. They've got Frazier loose on top against Robertson. Frazier's going to put it on the floor. See if he can drive and do some damage. His layup attempt is no good. No foul on the play despite the collision with Robertson. And Alcindor takes away the rebound for the Bucks. Frazier pleading for a call, but he gets none. Back come the Bucks on offense. Alcindor down low. Covered on the switch by Dave Stallworth. They get it back out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Boozer. Boozer drops it out of bounds. New York basketball. Knicks trying to keep it close. Frazier comes off the screen. Frazier on the perimeter drive. And they call him for the offensive foul. We've seen a lot of offensive fouls called on both sides tonight. And once again, Walt Frazier is not very happy. He wanted a call last time, and this time the refs gave him a call, but it wasn't the call he wanted. Frazier's jawing at the refs as the Bucks set the offense. They're going to look inside once again to Bob Dandridge back in the game. Dandridge works against Jackson. Looks for Boozer inside, but that pass is kicked out of bounds. New York basketball. Another turnover for Milwaukee. They're struggling to get shots here in the second period. 9.5 minutes to play. What's Frazier going to do? He's going to try for Jackson down low. Jackson inside, posting up against Dandridge. He unloads from point-blank range, and again it is swatted away by Alcindor. Jackson is screaming for a call. Rebound by Bobby Dandridge. The Bucks have a 2-on-1 opportunity at the other end. Dandridge takes care of the basketball, takes it to the hole, and drops it through for his 13th point of the night. So while the Knickerbockers were complaining, the Bucks were taking it coast to coast, and Dandridge puts home his 13th point of the night. New York works it inside to Stallworth. Stallworth on the baseline, short jump shot in and out. Rebound by Phil Jackson. Can Jackson deliver the putback? He pump fakes, he shoots, he scores. Four points for Jackson now. And the Knicks are back within single digits. Lucius Allen now in the game at the point guard for Milwaukee. Calling a play. And he's going to call the play for McLaughlin. But we've got a whistle on the play, and now Bobby Dandridge is shaken up. And Dandridge is going to leave the game and head to the bench under his own power. He should be back later. Multiple substitutions now for both teams as the fresh second units come into the game with 8:40 to play here in the second period. Smith to inbound for Milwaukee. They're going to look out on the perimeter to McLaughlin. Jump shot from the outside is no good. And Dave DeBusschere grabs the rebound for New York. DeBusschere with the outlet to Mike Price at the point. Price gets the ball to Reed on the break, and Reed slams it home. 4 points now for Willis Reed. The Knicks are going to see if they can cut into this deficit with both Alcindor and Robertson on the bench. Second unit's in play now. And it's going to be Lucius Allen looking to do some damage against the Knicks and against the Bucks and against Willis Reed on the switch. Allen can't find the opening. He gets it down low to Smith. Smith from the low block. Only a few seconds left, and that is a shot clock violation. So New York did a good job on defense that time, and they now have a chance to cut the lead possibly to 5. Knicks hanging tough. Looking down low to Stallworth. Stallworth on the low block. Short shot softly off the glass, but it rolls off the rim. And Greg Smith takes the rebound for Milwaukee. New York unable to convert. Milwaukee looks back to McLaughlin. He's going to have to be their top gun with the two main men on the bench. McLaughlin with the follow-away jumper. He gets it to go. 5 points for McLaughlin, and the lead is back to 9 for Milwaukee. New York's going to look inside to Reed, posting up on Cunningham. Short jump shot is up, no good. And Cunningham takes the rebound. Fine defense there by Dick Cunningham. Milwaukee looking to open the lead back to double digits. Once again, they're going to look to McLaughlin. McLaughlin in the front court. Dishes it to Allen. Back to McLemore. Whistle on the play, and we've got another offensive foul. This time they're going to get Dick Cunningham on the moving screen, and that is his first. And just like that, Oscar Robertson is back into the game. Larry Costello, the Milwaukee coach, did not like what he saw with that offense while Robertson was on the bench. So the Big O is back. And the Knicks are going to challenge and try and once again cut into the lead. They're going to look down low to Stallworth. And Stallworth converts it. Had the mismatch against McLaughlin. And Stallworth got that basket to go. 7 off the bench now for Dave Stallworth. And the lead for Milwaukee is 7. Robertson calling his own number. Drives to the basket. He's cut off by Willis Reed in the lane. He stops and pops. And that one is going to be tipped away by Reed. McLemore gets the rebound for Milwaukee. His putback attempt is up. Short rainbow, awkward shot, no good. And the offensive rebound is grabbed by Robertson, and Robertson pulls it back out and resets the offense. Fresh 24 for Milwaukee, with now 6.5 to play, second quarter. Robertson working against Mike Reardon. Gets it to McLaughlin outside. McLaughlin's jump shot is no good. Rebound Willis Reed. Knicks look to cut into the deficit further. They go back to Stallworth. Stallworth down low. Dribbling into the lane and cannot get the shot off. Shot clock violation for the Knicks. And the basketball will go back to Milwaukee. Frazier back into the game, along with Jackson for the Knicks. Bob Dandridge and Lou Alcindor back in for Milwaukee. Bucks looking to extend a 7-point lead. They go down low to Alcindor. Sky hook, no good. Rebound bounces out and goes to Greg Smith on the offensive glass. Smith working hard inside. His putback attempt is up with the left hand, and he can't get that to go. In fact, he lost it out of bounds, New York basketball. Bucks had 2 shots at it that time and could not convert. Jackson wants it down low against Greg Smith. Jackson posts up, has a good look inside, and drops it home. 6 points off the bench for Phil Jackson, and the Knicks have cut it to 5. Robertson goes down low to Dandridge inside. Back out to McLaughlin. Back to Robertson. Robertson with a bounce pass into Dandridge. Turnaround jump shot. He is swatted away by Willis Reed. Dave DeBusschere comes out with it for New York. And back come the Knicks. Frazier looking for an opening. Sees Willis Reed down low. Reed shoots the short jump shot off the side of the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Alcindor. Crowd didn't like that call. But Red Holtzman on the bench is saying, that's about time, ref. They've been leaning on my big man all night. Reed steps to the line for the first free throw, and it's good. The lead is cut to 4. Can he cut it to 3 with the second shot? He does. 37-34. The Bucks' offense has quieted down substantially here in the second period, allowing the Knickerbockers to climb back into the ballgame. It's just a 3-point lead now, and Milwaukee's going to look down inside to Alcindor. Can they get it to him? They get it to Smith. Out to McLaughlin. Finally, they get it down to Alcindor. He throws it up inside and tickles the twine. Whistle on the play, and Jackson got him with the body. Second foul on Phil Jackson, and Alcindor has a chance for a 3-point play. Big Lou, a 66% free throw shooter in this replay, and he misses the free throw. Rebound goes to Willis Reed for New York. 5-point lead now, under 5 minutes to play first half. New York runs the motion offense. They're going to try and dump it down low to DeBusschere inside. DeBusschere with the short jump shot, and it's blocked by Greg Smith. Nice help side defense by Smith. Alcindor comes away with the rebound. Bucks work the offense. Robertson takes it himself from outside. Tough D by Frazier, and Robertson cannot convert on that. The rebound bounces out of bounds, and the Knicks will get it back. Bradley back into the game with those 3 personal fouls for New York. Red Holtzman desperately hoping that his scorer does not pick up number 4 before the end of the first half. Bradley wants the ball on the wing. What's he going to do? He pulls the trigger from outside and scores it. First basket of the night for Bill Bradley in the midst of all that foul trouble, after he scored 21 in his last outing against Atlanta. 3-point lead still for Milwaukee under 4 minutes to play. They look inside to Dandridge. Still working that low block. Backing down, defended by Bradley. Dandridge pivots, shoots the rainbow shot, no good. Physical play in there by Bradley, and Bradley is called for the foul, and that is his 4th. Just like that. What a smart play by Bob Dandridge. He knew Bradley was in foul trouble, so he called for the basketball and just backed it down and forced the action against Bradley. And that 4th foul on Bradley hurts the Knicks' chances badly. Dandridge converts the free throw. And he misses the second. Rebounded by Frazier. Bucks have the ball, or Knicks have the ball, back on offense, trailing only by 4. Frazier works the ball around the perimeter. They look down low to DeBusschere on the low block. DeBusschere inside, working against Greg Smith. Turnaround jumper, rolls around and out. Battle for the rebound, snagged away by Alcindor. Bucks set things up, now 3.5 minutes to play. They look inside to Greg Smith. Smith with the layup. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound to DeBusschere. Knicks have Frazier running the break with Bradley. Frazier's going to take it to the hole. He dumps it off to Bradley, and Bradley scores it. Very nice 2-man game by Bradley and Frazier. Frazier with the assist, and Bradley with his 4th point of the night. Milwaukee looking to exploit Bradley, but he pushes Dandridge away from the rim. Robertson waits for Dandridge to repost and dumps it down low to Dandridge on the block. Little jump shot by Dandridge is off the rim, no good. And Alcindor gets the offensive board. Alcindor with the putback attempt inside. Jump hook is good. Very, very graceful for a big man is Lou Alcindor, and he is now in double digits for Milwaukee. And the Bucks lead by 4. Frazier comes off the pick. Has Alcindor on the isolation out high. He's going to try and drive it to the hoop. He lays it up, and he has it blocked away by Alcindor. Barnett catches the rebound. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to reset and look for a shot. They get it to Barnett. Barnett puts it on the floor from the wing. Lays it up. Good. That's 4 for Barnett. And the Knickerbockers have cut it to 2. Bucks showing some frustration here on the offensive end. They look down to Alcindor again. His short jump shot rattles out. And Willis Reed grabs the rebound. New York in transition with a chance to tie the game. Frazier taking it aggressively to the hoop. Gets it to Barnett. And Barnett is hacked on the play by McLaughlin. That foul took place on the floor, so it'll just be a one-shot foul for Barnett. Only a 69% free throw shooter on the regular season. His free throw is no good. Rebound to Dandridge on the play. So the Bucks got a break on that one. New York had a chance to tie the score but could not convert. And Milwaukee once again is going to look down low to Alcindor. Touch pass inside. Pump fake, short jump shot off the glass. No good. But he is bumped on the play by Willis Reed. And it will be Alcindor going to the line for 2 free throws. Second foul on Reed, only the third personal on New York in the second quarter. Alcinder's first shot is up and good. 43-40, Milwaukee. Alcinder attempts to stretch the lead to 4, and he converts. 4-point game, 2 minutes to play before halftime. Frazier directing traffic. They've got Stallworth on the low block, smothered by Alcinder. He's going to dump it out to Reed on the baseline. He can't find Reed. Stallworth forces one up as the shot clock expires. That's around the iron and out, rebounded by Robertson. Robertson with the quick outlet to Webb. Webb and Dandridge have the fast break opportunity. Dandridge takes it strong to the hole and converts. 16 points for Bobby Dandridge here in the first half. The Bucks lead is back up to 6. Stallworth down on the box. Can't get open. Frazier takes it himself. Steps around Robertson, gets it to the glass, and gets it to go home. And that is 12 points for Walt Frazier, 46-42. New York keeping it close. Milwaukee works it to Robertson. Robertson on top, working against Frazier. What's he going to do? They work it around. They get it back out top to Robertson. His fall-away jump shot is no good. And the rebound on the play goes to DeBusschere. Nice defense by Walt Frazier. And the Knicks once again have the opportunity to cut into the lead. Frazier dribbles to his right. Kicks it over to Barnett. Barnett's going to take it to the hole. He drives in, gets it into Reed in the low post. Reed with the layup is good. Nice job by Barnett to draw the defense. Got Alcinder away from the basket, found Reed down low for the easy layup. Once again, it is a 2-point game. Just over 1 minute to play before halftime. Webb on the outside has some space. He kicks it back over to Robertson, working against Frazier. Down to Smith on the baseline, back to Robertson for the 15-footer. He hits it. Milwaukee needed a basket there before halftime, and Oscar Robertson delivers. The lead is back to 4. Under a minute to play now, second quarter. Frazier works the ball around the perimeter. Calls his own number, stops and pops, and he hits again. Walt Frazier is on fire, 14 points to lead the Knicks. And once again, we have a 2-point ball game. Milwaukee, they're going to look down to Alcinder. Alcinder on the low block, working against Reed. Lays it up around the rim, and it falls out. Rebound batted around. It will be Smith on the rebound. He's going to pass it back out, and Milwaukee's going to set up for the final shot of the quarter. No, Smith didn't pull it back out. He took it back up himself. Coach Costello was calling for the last shot of the game, but Greg Smith went into business for himself and could not convert the putback. And it's New York basketball, and the Knicks will have a chance to tie the game before we go to break. They're going to play for the last shot. DeBusschere outside, rumbles down the lane, cut off by Alcinder. Shoots from the paint, no good. Rebounded by Smith, 1 second to go. Can they get something off before the buzzer? Robertson outside, passes it to Alcinder. They cannot get it off. So that is your halftime, fans. It's a 2-point Milwaukee lead. Boy, it looked like in the early going that Milwaukee was going to run away with this one. But the Bucks went cold in the second period, and the Knicks have climbed back. There you see it, only 19 points in the second quarter for the powerhouse Milwaukee Bucks. And as we head to half, it's anybody's ball game. All right, fans, channel updates now. As I mentioned, this will be the final regular season broadcast for the Epic Basketball League in this 1970-71 season. Next week there will be no basketball because your humble host, Epic Dave, is going to be spending the week in Hawaii. Yes, indeed. It is the 30th wedding anniversary for me and my lovely bride. And as of today, I have the next 17 days off, and we're going to take off Tuesday morning for sunny Hawaii and spend a week together in the sun. And be back in action sometime early in June. And by 2 weeks from now, we will be well into the playoffs for the Epic Basketball League. At the end of the third, we'll look at the playoff picture. And so that'll give you something to look forward to at our third quarter break. Other channel updates. I am pleased to report that I think I finally, after weeks and weeks of efforting, have gotten to the point where I will be able to broadcast games from the tabletop. I got the computer set. I think I've got the camera figured out. I've got the everything set up to go. My Wrestling Federation is scheduled for a big pay-per-view this weekend, so we may see some action from the tabletop on the live stream Saturday or Sunday. Got a lot to do this weekend to get ready for the trip, but time permitting, I will try and get the wrestling broadcast on. Your main event for this week's pay-per-view is an NWA Heavyweight Championship battle as the champion Randy the Macho Man Savage, beloved by the fans, takes on the number one challenger, the hated heel, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. So I would love to be able to put Savage versus Flair on the live stream this weekend, time and technology permitting. All right, folks, those are your updates for the channel. And we've reviewed the box score. Things in the chat room are staying lively. Sports Time Machine, thanks for stopping in. And he's going to catch up later at work. Our Red Sox fan, thank you for the kind words for me and the lovely Ms. Sharon. They call Mandy Rose God's greatest gift. I beg to differ. God's greatest gift is the lovely woman I've been married to for the last 30 years. And we will enjoy that time in Hawaii. Woo! Snap into a Slim Jim. Al, Red Sox fan, you should be a play-by-play guy for some wrestling, Al. You're a natural. And here comes the beginning of the second half. Milwaukee controls the jump, leading by 2 with the basketball. And they're going to go right down low to Alcindor to get things going here in the third. Alcindor lays it off the glass and good. They want to score more than 19 this quarter, and Alcindor's going to get things started for them. New York trying to stay tough. They've got a couple of options on the outside with Barnett working against McLaughlin. They find defender. DeBuscher's down low. He's open for a moment, but Alcindor switches over, and they can't get anything from DeBuscher. Frazier pulls it back out. They go to Jackson outside against Smith. 14 on the shot clock. They're going to try and kick it to Reed on the baseline. Can they get it to him? Reed from the outside. It gets away from him out of bounds. So nothing doing there for the Knicks. And the Bucks have the basketball looking to extend the lead. Did they survive that run? They're going to look to McLaughlin on the perimeter. Shoots the jump shot. It's good. Milwaukee has the first 4 points of the third quarter, and the lead is back up to 6. New York comes back looking for DeBuscher down low. DeBuscher with the soft layup is off the glass, no good. Off the front of the rim, but he is fouled on the play by Smith. And it will be DeBuscher headed to the free throw line. Dave DeBuscher, what a wide body he was. Good rebounder, good inside player for a small forward. His first free throw is no good. He's going to try for number 2. And he gets that one to go. 5-point game, 52-47. Early third quarter. Milwaukee sets up the offense. McLaughlin comes off the pick, has a mismatch against Willis Reed on the perimeter. What's he going to do? He drives hard to the hoop, drops it off to Alcindor inside. Alcindor looks for Smith down low, and it gets away for a turnover. New York basketball, trying to keep it close. Reed working down low against Alcindor. They're going to see what he can do on the low block. Shoots from in close, and he gets that to go. He got that drop step on Alcindor. Actually went under the long arms of Alcindor and snuck that one in off the glass for his 10th point of the night. Fine play by Willis Reed. Alcindor wants revenge. Wants the ball in the low post. He has nowhere to go. He's forced to call timeout. A little bit of a rookie move there by Alcindor working against the veteran Willis Reed. Got a little over anxious looking for the basketball and got himself into an inescapable position. Forced to use the timeout. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Milwaukee to inbound. It'll be Smith. He's going to look inside once again to Alcindor. Can he get that sky hook? That swooping sky hook is up and through the net. Very nicely done by Alcindor. Bucks back on top by 5. New York looks to Phil Jackson as they start the second half with Bradley on the bench in foul trouble. Jackson gets to the basket and gets the layup to go. Nice reverse layup by Jackson as he beat Greg Smith to the baseline and converted. Once again, it's a 3-point game. Alcindor wants it. Robertson gets it to him. Alcindor from close range is good. 18 points now for Lou Alcindor. And the Bucks go back out on top by 5. New York looks to Reed on the baseline. Not a bad baseline player, but that one's knocked away from him out of bounds. New York retains possession. Frazier looks to drive on Robertson. Goes to his left. Gets to the lane. Lays it up and good. Nice crossover by the smooth Walt Frazier. They call him Clyde the Glide, and he showed why on that play. Milwaukee looks down to Alcindor again. Another sky hook. This one off the back iron, no good. But Robertson comes in to grab the offensive board and reset the offense. They're going to look again to Alcindor down low. Some confusion on the defensive side after that offensive board. DeBusschere covering Alcindor. The turnaround jump shot is no good. Alcindor gets his own rebound. His putback attempt is good. 20 points now for Lou Alcindor. And the Bucks once again have the lead by 5. New York's gotten good production from Phil Jackson down low. They try to find him, but we've got a whistle on a play and another injured player. Late in the season, folks are getting tired and banged up, and this time it's DeBusschere who walks gingerly off the court. But chances are he will be back before the end of the night. That's going to bring Bill Bradley back into the game. Bradley with the 4 fouls. Surprisingly picked up that 4th one in the second quarter, and his minutes are going to have to be limited the rest of the way. But with DeBusschere going out, they need a spark if they're going to keep this ball game close. New York to inbound. Jackson. Looking outside for Barnett. Nothing happening there. They run the screen roll down low and find Reed on the low block. He's got a mismatch against Oscar Robertson, but he cannot connect on the shot. Rebound is up for grabs, and Greg Smith on the weak side grabs the board for the Bucks. Milwaukee looks again to Alcindor. They are pounding the glass in this third quarter, and Alcindor converts again. And that is 22. And the Bucks are back out on top by 7. The powerhouse Bucks trying to assert themselves here in the third quarter. New York trying to keep it close. They get it down low to Phil Jackson. He lays it off the glass and good. Very valuable minutes off the bench for Phil Jackson for New York here tonight as the Knicks try to keep it close. Alcindor relentless on the low post. Defended now by Bradley. The sky hook is good. Bradley had to step away from that one because he didn't want to get called for his 5th foul, and Alcindor took advantage. New York's going to see if they can get anything from Bradley on the offensive side, and he connects on the jump shot. That is 6 points for Bradley. Quiet night so far for their big scorer. 5-point game now, 8 minutes to play third quarter. Milwaukee looks inside to Dandridge this time. Can he get one to go? He fakes. He shoots the one-handed runner around the rim, no good. And the rebound on the play goes to Willis Reed. Reed out to Barnett. Barnett stopped in transition by Oscar Robertson. And New York's going to slow things down and set up the offense. They get it down to Reed. Reed working the baseline. He steps away from the hoop, shoots the mid-range jumper, cannot get it to go. Rebound Frazier. Frazier passes it back out. They swing it around to Bradley once again. He's got space on the perimeter. His long jump shot is good. 2 in a row for Bill Bradley, and the lead is back down to 3. Back and forth we go. Milwaukee's going to look down to Dandridge on that low block again, working effectively. He fakes. He lays it up. It won't go. Frazier takes the rebound for New York. And once again, they cannot make anything happen in transition. So they pull the ball back out and reset the offense. Bradley's the hot hand. They're going to go back to him. Bradley on the baseline, guarded by McLaughlin. He gets it over to Barnett. Barnett from the other side shoots and scores, and we've got a 1-point game. New York putting together a nice little run. They're making it happen on the defensive end. And with patience on offense, have once again chipped away at this lead, and it's down to a 1-point ball game. Milwaukee looks inside once again to Alcindor. On the pick and roll, the short jump shot is no good. And the rebound goes to Frazier. New York with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this ball game. They're going to look down low to Willis Reed. Has a mismatch on the block in transition. Reed goes to the hoop, forgets to dribble, and he is called for the turnover. Once again, New York cannot convert when they need it on offense. And the Bucks regain possession with a 1-point lead. Dave DeBusschere back into the game for New York. So Bradley came in, hit a couple of baskets, didn't commit a foul. So they are happy about that. As Milwaukee sets up the offense, they're going to go down low to Dandridge. Working on the low block. Unloads from point-blank range, and again it spins out. But we've got a whistle on the play, and Barnett got him on the arm. And it will be Bobby Dandridge shooting 2 for Milwaukee. Dandridge steps to the line and hits the first. Hello, Bud. Welcome to the chat room. And Doc on Macho Man was last night. Tell us, what Doc was that? Bud, I'm interested to hear more. As Dandridge steps to the line for the second free throw and delivers. 18 points for Dandridge. Very good night for Bobby Dandridge alongside Lou Alcindor, as the Bucks have once again a 3-point lead approaching the midway point of the third quarter. New York's going to look down low to Willis Reed. And he rises up, gets Alcindor in the air, and manages to convert. 12 points for Willis Reed. Once again, it's a 1-point ball game. Oh, that was Dark Side of the Ring. I've heard good things about that. I think it was Utah Mike that was talking that up earlier this week. So, yeah, I will indeed have to check that out. We'll talk more wrestling at the end of the quarter, but there's a real good basketball game here, and let's get back to action. The lead once again is down to a single point for the Bucks as they look down low to Alcindor. Robertson on the alley-oop. Alcindor puts it up and drops it home. 10 assists on the game now for Oscar Robertson. The lead is back to 3. New York looks to Reed on the baseline. Reed drives to the hole, cut off by Greg Smith. Short jump shot in the lane is no good. Battle for the rebound. Stallworth grabs the offensive board. His attempt at the putback is no good. That rebound is long and is taken by Reed. Reed's going to put up another attempt from in close, and he gets it to go. So it took him 3 cracks at it, but New York converts the hoop, and once again we have a 1-point ball game. 66-65. An exciting one here in Milwaukee Arena as the Bucks attempt to run the table in this 20-game replay season. Robertson working against Frazier on top. We've got another stoppage in play, and this time it is Greg Smith. I think Smith might have rolled his ankle in the scrum under the basket on the other end as New York pounded the offensive glass. Smith hobbles off, replaced by Boozer, and the trainers will take a look at that left ankle. Milwaukee will inbound the basketball and look down low once again to Alcindor. Alcindor shoots from the baseline and scores again. 28 now for Lou Alcindor. The lead is back to 3. Teams are trading baskets here. New York looks inside to Reed, working on the switch against Bob Boozer. Can they get it to him down low? He gets the pass from DeBusschere, unloads at point-blank range, rolls off the rim, no good. Stallworth with the offensive board. Another crack at it for New York. Stallworth's putback attempt is no good, but he is hacked on the play by Boozer. So Dave Stallworth goes to the line for 2 shots. Fans in Milwaukee not appreciating that call. But Stallworth calmly steps to the line and sinks the first free throw. Stallworth on the second. It's good. 68-67. Again, it's a 1-point ball game. Robertson calls his own number against Frazier. Brings the ball up. Gets the return pass from McLaughlin. Back and forth they go. Outside to Robertson. Robertson drives. Dumps it off to Dandridge down low. Dandridge back to Robertson on the give and go. The shot no good. Rebound on the play by DeBusschere. And here comes New York with a chance to take the lead. They look to their big man Reed down low. Another whistle and another individual shaken up on the play. This time it is Dick Barnett. And he is leaving the game to be replaced by Mike Reardon. Lots of little bumps and bruises tonight here in this ball game. Very physical matchup down low. Reed's a banger, and Alcindor's not going to give ground to anybody. But it is New York with the basketball and a full 24-second shot clock and a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. They're going to look to Stallworth. Open on the low block. Double pumps. Short jump shot, no good. Who will come down with the rebound? It's Oscar Robertson. Robertson gets the quick outlet, gets the ball back from McLaughlin, and the Bucks have a 4-on-1 opportunity in transition. McLaughlin to Boozer. Boozer's shot falls off the rim, no good. Opposite hand layup, no good. Reardon with the rebound. Quick outlet to Frazier. New York's trying to turn the tides on this fast break. Frazier to the hole, shot no good. Tapped away by Dandridge. Reed takes it down low. His attempt at the putback is up, no good. Off the rim. But he is fouled on the play by Boozer. Boy, the Milwaukee fans are not at all happy with the referees this period. That's 3 fouls on the period for Milwaukee. And Reed steps to the line with a chance to give New York the lead for the first time. 78% free throw shooter for the big man. Shot is good, and we are tied at 68. Boy, in the first quarter, I thought this was going to be another blowout and another night of me telling bad jokes, trying to get this game over with as quick as possible. But this has turned into a very good ball game. And Reed converts the second. It is 69-68 New York. 4:36 to play in the third quarter. The Knicks have the lead for the very first time. The lead is won, their biggest lead of the night. Milwaukee tries to regain the lead, looking down low to Dandridge. Dandridge inside. Maneuvering to the hole. Shot is good. 20 for Bob Dandridge. Milwaukee back on top. Frazier calling a play. Looking down low to DeBusschere. Inside, 8-foot jump shot, can't get it to fall. And Boozer comes away with the rebound for Milwaukee. So the New York lead was short-lived. And Boozer is going to set things up down low, try to call his own number. Gets the ball on the pick and roll. He is knocked to the floor. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Boozer. Refs were a little uncertain on that call, but they called that one a charge. And New York gets a break on that call. Boozer now goes to the bench with 4 personals. So we've got some foul trouble on both sides. Boozer with 4, Bradley with 4. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Knicks hoping to regain the lead. They're going to look to Reed inside. Working against Big Lou Alcindor. Reed with a short jump shot, no good. But there is a loose ball foul on the play, and it is going to go against Alcindor on the rebound. So Willis Reed will go to the line for just one shot. Chance to tie the game. Can he connect? Yes, he does. 70-70. We've played 12 minutes, 24 minutes, 32 minutes of basketball, and we haven't settled anything. 3:42 to play, third quarter. We're starting from scratch. Dandridge, again working the low post. Double pumps, unloads at point blank range, swishes it. 22 now for Dandridge. Bucks by 2, 3.5 to play. Knicks run some offense. Frazier looks to go inside with it, lost it out of bounds. Bucks basketball. They're going to go down low once again to Dandridge. He has a knack for making himself available on the low block. This time he shuffled the feet. Whistle and a travel. New York basketball. Both teams are tightening up here as the score has gotten close. New York looks inside to Reed. They get him freed up on the high-low screen. Reed with the short free throw is good. With the short rainbow shot is good. Once again, we're tied. Fine offensive set for the Knicks that time. And Milwaukee is determined to keep pounding it down to Dandridge. Knocked away by Stallworth and stolen. Frazier back on offense. He's going to call his own number. Gets the pass back from DeBusschere, drives to the basket. He walked. Pinned that ball against his hip. Good defense by Oscar Robertson on that play to prevent Frazier from getting to the hoop. And forces the turnover. 2:22 to play, third quarter. Score still tied. And Bud W. says last time a travel was called was in the 70s. And sir, you got that right. McLemore is the open man on the baseline working against Dave Stallworth. He drives it to the hoop. He's cut off by Eddie Mast. Shot is off the rim, no good. Pulled down by DeBusschere. Transition opportunity for the Knicks. It's 4-on-4 with Frazier in the lead. Robertson cuts him off. Frazier's forced to dribble back out and set up the offense for the Knicks. 2:07 to play. DeBusschere down low. Back in the game working against Dandridge. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound Alcindor. Alcindor forced away from the basket by Eddie Mast. Good physical play by the backup center. But it is Dandridge making himself available on the outside. He drives to the baseline and he is in a collision. And they call the offensive foul again on DeBusschere. DeBusschere is knocked down. They call the offensive foul on Dandridge. That's 3 on Dandridge. Lots of offensive fouls we've seen tonight, but the refs have been consistent. They've called them both ways, and that's as much as anybody can ask for. Some of the referees in the stands have been unhappy with the officiating. But we all know that the only people who know how to officiate basketball games are driving taxi cabs and cutting hair. And the Knickerbockers have the basketball. Under 2 minutes to play now. Chance to take the lead. They're going to go inside to Phil Jackson. Jackson's been effective. Can he get loose once again? They work the ball around. Jackson camping out in the post. The short rainbow shot is no good, but he is fouled on the play by Lucius Allen. Jackson will go to the line, shooting 2, and he scores it. Connects on the first, 73-72 New York. Jackson hits the second, doubling the lead. Knicks are up by 2 points for the first time tonight. They are going to make the Bucks earn it if the Bucks are going to run the table here tonight in Milwaukee Arena. Lucius Allen has the ball out on top, looking to drive past Frazier. Comes off the screen. Reardon gets in and slaps it away. Steals the basketball. New York regains possession. They're going to look again to Jackson down low. What's he going to do? Working against Freeman. Kicks it back out to Frazier. Frazier sets his feet and fires from the top of the key and hits nothing but the net. That is 18 for Frazier, and it is a 4-point lead now for New York. Bucks have been unable to find Alcindor in the latter portion of the second quarter. They go into Smith. Smith has his shot blocked by Jackson. Lucius Allen grabs the offensive board, passes it back out. Allen's going to take it to the hole. Can Frazier stop him? He gets it to Freeman inside, and Freeman drops it home. Nice play by Allen to get loose and find Freeman for the easy layup. And it is 76-74. Knickerbockers with the lead and the basketball. 40 seconds to play, third quarter. Knicks setting things up. They've got Mass down low, swarmed over by Alcindor. He's going to see if he can find Jackson across the court. They can't get it to Jackson. Turnaround jump shot by Stallworth is blocked by Alcindor and rebounded by Gary Freeman. 26 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. Milwaukee will have to shoot, but they're going to burn a little bit of time and try to spare the time to prevent New York from coming back for a shot on the other end. 13 to go on the shot clock, 15 on the game. Lucius Allen dribbling away from the top of the key. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They dump it down to Greg Smith, who gets free down low. Can he get the shot off in time? Jackson slides over in front of Allen. Allen with the short jump shot. And it is swatted away by Jackson with 2 seconds to go. New York runs it out on the break. They cannot get a shot off, but the Knicks will go to the third quarter break, leading 76-74. All right, as we take the third quarter break, with the Knicks leading by 2, let's take a look at the playoff picture. Actually, we can't get the playoff picture to come on screen because we've got the substitution screen up. We can look at the box score and see that 30-26 that quarter. It's been very closely played throughout the second and third quarters. Both teams shooting pretty well from the field. 47% for Milwaukee, 50% for New York. Oscar Robertson with those 11 assists. Alcindor the leading scorer with 28. Dandridge with 22. Nobody else with more than 7 for Milwaukee. We've got a little more balance on the New York side of the ledger. Reed with 19, Frazier 18, 12 off the bench for Phil Jackson, 9 for Stallworth, 8 for Bradley. And it is a 2-point game. Okay, now we have the standings on screen. I apologize that this is a small display. But if you recall from previous discussions, the way that the playoffs will work in the relegation league, that is the Epic Basketball League, is that we'll start with the bronze division. And the two bottom teams in the bronze division, Cleveland and Portland, will play essentially a play-in game. And the winner of that will enter with the other three teams into a four-game playoff in the bronze division. Those will be single games, and the two teams that survive will move up into the silver division bracket with the 6 teams from the silver division. So that'll give us an 8-team silver bracket. Those series will be 2 out of 3. And the 2 surviving teams from that group will go into the gold tier of playoffs. So there will be 8 teams there. Those the quarterfinals and semifinals will be best 3 out of 5. And when we get down to the final 2 teams, it will be a traditional finals, best 4 out of 7. This will probably take the better part of the summer to get through this, but I am looking forward to some playoffs, and we'll do this on Friday nights through the rest of the summer, and we will crown a champion before we relegate the teams and start the 71-72 season with the reconfigured division structure. Okay, so that is where we are headed from this point forward. But right now we have got a very entertaining fourth quarter of basketball as the Knickerbockers try to play the role of spoiler and put an end to the unbeaten season of the Milwaukee Bucks. Beginning of the fourth quarter, we have Stallworth with the basketball outside working against Greg Smith. Not a place where Stallworth is comfortable operating. He's going to try to pass it back out. He finds Reardon outside, 11 on the shot clock. Still no real good options. Reardon's going to put it on the floor and try and get by Webb. He runs into Webb, and they call Reardon for the offensive foul. Knicks just couldn't get the offense in sync that play, and Reardon forced the action and was called for the offensive foul. Bucks with the basketball, chance to tie the game. They've got Allen and Webb in the backcourt, McLemore and Smith with Alcindor, the big man, down low. Alcindor starting to show a little fatigue. He will probably need a rest before the stretch run. Frazier for New York, mostly backups with Frazier running the second unit offense. Reardon and Jackson, Stallworth and Mast, as Reed and DeBusschere and Barnett and Bradley are resting up for the stretch run, with the Knicks holding a 2-point lead. First possession of the fourth quarter for the Bucks. It's going to be Lucius Allen on the pick and roll with a switch outside, working against Eddie Mast, the big man. Allen pulls the trigger from outside, way short and out of play to New York. Allen rushed that one a little bit. He's scoreless so far tonight, and now we know why. New York basketball leading by 2. Frazier running a play for the Knicks. Looking for an opening. They get it down low to Stallworth. Stallworth posts up. Short jump shot is up. Won't go down. Stallworth has missed 6 straight now, and Alcindor comes away with the rebound. Alcindor brings it down. He sees the open man on the baseline is McLemore. Defended by Jackson. McLemore takes a shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Stallworth. Both teams scoreless here in the first minute of action in the fourth. Frazier brings the ball up. Looks inside for Dave Stallworth. Stallworth posted up. Short jump shot from down low is good. Stallworth now in double digits for the Knicks. And the Knicks once again lead by 4, equaling their biggest advantage of the night. Milwaukee works it down low to Alcindor. Running left-hander, high off the glass, off the back iron, no good. Alcindor gets the rebound back on his own and lays it up off the window and good. 30 points now for Alcindor to go with 10 rebounds. Nice double-double for the big guy. And again, it's a 2-point ball game. Knicks look inside to Mast. Not much good there. Can he get it to Stallworth? Can't find Stallworth. Mast is forced to lay it up on his own against Alcindor. The defense is swarming, but Reardon sneaks in for the offensive rebound and pulls it back out for the Knicks. They'll get another shot at it. Good defense by Alcindor, but the Bucks couldn't snag the rebound. And Stallworth is going to get another opportunity from the low block. And we've got a whistle on the play, and it is Lucius Allen who has been called for the technical foul. And Milwaukee doesn't need that. Lucius Allen, second-year man out of UCLA, losing his composure here in the fourth quarter. Frazier to shoot the technical. And Walt puts it home. Knickerbockers with a 3-point lead now and the basketball. Jackson to inbound for New York. They look inside again to Stallworth. Working that low block. Short jump shot from the baseline is good. And the Knicks are now up by 5. Their biggest lead of the night. Bucks need to get it going. They look inside to Alcindor. Alcindor with the sky hook, nothing but net. That sky hook is a thing of beauty. He gets that long arm in the sky, flicks that wrist, and does so with deadly accuracy. 32 now for Alcindor. Bucks still trail by 3. New York works it again to Stallworth. He's been the workhorse of this second unit, and he converts again for his 15th point of the night. Knickerbockers back on top by 5. Eddie Mast forces Alcindor away from the basket. Allen looks to swing it around the other way. He's got a little bit of space against Frazier, but he's going to try and go down low to Alcindor with Larry Costello screaming from the bench. Get it to the big guy. They can't find the big guy. Allen takes it himself. Lays it off the rim and good. How about that? Lucius Allen, after the technical, comes up with the big hoop there. And the fans in the arena are calling for the Big O and Dandridge in the first unit to come back into the game. Mass now inside, posting up against Lucius Allen. Short jump shot from the middle is good. And we've got a foul on the play on McLemore. And the commentary from the observers in the arena says that was a very weak call. First on McLemore. Mass will shoot one. Hoping to give the Knicks a 6-point lead. Still plenty of time. No need to panic as the first unit comes back into the game for Milwaukee. Robertson's in the game. McLaughlin, Dandridge. And now Lou Alcindor is going to get a rest and get him ready for the stretch run. Mast only a 55% free throw shooter. This is a coin flip, and it's no good. Rolls around the rim. Boozer takes the rebound. So the Knicks maintain that 5-point lead as Milwaukee comes back on offense. They're going to look inside to Greg Smith in the low post. Smith's short jump shot is no good. But he is bodied up on the play by Stallworth, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Greg Smith will shoot the free throws. 68% free throw shooter in regular season play. His first shot is good. 85-81. New York leads. Can Smith convert the second? No, he misses it. And the rebound on the play goes to Stallworth. New York setting up the offense. They've got Reed back in the game, along with Bradley and Barnett. Mike Price will run the point for a few minutes to give Walt Frazier a blow. Price looking around, trying to get the ball down low to Reed. Can't get it down to him. And we've got a buzzer and the shot clock ran out. So Frazier goes out of the game. Price can't successfully get a shot for the Knicks. And it is basketball back over to Milwaukee, trailing by 4. 8 minutes to play, fourth quarter. They're going to look to McLaughlin, working against Price. Rainbow jump shot from outside is good. McLaughlin with his 9th point of the game, and it's 85-83. New York with a slim lead, but they have the basketball, and they're going to go to work with Bill Bradley. Knocked out of play. New York will retain possession as immediately Walt Frazier's back into the ball game. Mike Price had one possession, couldn't get the job done. And immediately Frazier is back into the game. 7:35 to play. Knicks lead by 2. Frazier is immediately going to take it to the hole against Oscar Robertson. Comes off the pick from DeBisher. Spins and drives. Dishes it out to Barnett on the perimeter. Barnett's jump shot is no good. Alcindor comes away with a rebound. Quick outlet to Oscar Robertson. Milwaukee has numbers coming back. Robertson gets the pass from McLaughlin. Layup no good. Rebound by Barnett. This time it's Milwaukee unable to convert the opportunity, and it's the Knicks who hold a slim lead. My goodness, this game is coming right down to the wire. Knicks look inside to DeBuscher. Posting up against McLemore. Shoots from in close, nothing but net. That's only the 4th point for Dave DeBuscher tonight, but he's got 7 rebounds. And he stretches the lead back to 4 points for New York. Milwaukee comes back looking for Alcindor. Fantastic pass inside. His shot from point-blank range is good. And once again, the lead is 2. Back come the Knicks. They go to Bradley. On the right wing. Jump shot no good. Off the rim, rebound McLemore. Bucks get the basketball with a chance to tie. McLaughlin brings it up slowly. Dishes it back out to Oscar Robertson at the top of the key. Robertson working against Frazier. Shows and goes. Finger roll up, no good. No, it rolls around and drops through. 8 points now for Robertson to go with 13 points and 6 assists. Very steady performance for the Big O, and once again we are tied with 6.5 minutes to play. Knicks on the attack. They go inside to Reed, working against the bigger Lou Alcindor. Backing in, turnaround jump shot off the rim, no good. Loose ball foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against Alcindor. That's 3 against Alcindor. That foul was a loose ball foul, so it will be 1 shot for Walt Frazier. And the 78% free throw shooter, Frazier, drops that one in for his 20th point of the night. Knickerbockers back out on top by 1. And now Oscar Robertson has gone back to the bench. Allen back into the game for Milwaukee. He looks down inside to Dandridge on the low block. Dandridge has gotten some work done down there tonight. But this time he's stripped by Frazier. Oh my goodness, Walt Frazier, all first team defense, gets a clutch steal in that situation. They pound it inside quickly to Reed. We've got a whistle and another shaken up player on the play. Dick Barnett is forced to leave the game for the Knicks. And we will restart the action. Reardon on the outside, guarded tightly by McLaughlin. Can't make anything happen. Gets it back out to Frazier on top, guarded by Allen. Frazier's going to try and cross him over. Can he get to the hole? He comes off a pick by DeBuscher, but he traveled. Carried that ball 1 extra step, and that is a turnover. And the ball goes back over to Milwaukee. They look to Alcindor down low. Gets the ball from Milwaukee, from McLaughlin. And Reed got a hand on it, or actually got a foot on it. Kicked away. Milwaukee will retain possession. 11 on the shot clock now. Plenty of time to get a good look. They've got McLaughlin open on the perimeter against Mike Price. Oh, but Frazier stole in there and swept in there and stole it away from McLaughlin. Another big steal by Walt Frazier. That is 2 steals here in the 4th quarter for Frazier. And the Knicks once again have control of the basketball, nursing that 1-point lead. They look on the baseline to Willis Reed. Drives to the basket. Layup no good. The ball is batted around and Alcindor comes away with it for Milwaukee. Just over 5 to play now. Still a 1-point game. New York clinging to the lead. Milwaukee desperately trying to get through this stretch and hopefully claim an undefeated season by the end of the night. They go back down low to Alcindor again. Takes the bounce pass from Allen. Once again, he floats that sky hook through the air and through the net. And that is 36 for the big man. Bucks now back on top by 1. Under 5 minutes to play. They look to Reed inside. He rises. He shoots. He misses. Good defense by Alcindor. Battle on the boards. DeBusschere grabs the rebound off the offensive glass. His putback attempt is no good. Bounces out of bounds. Milwaukee basketball. Oscar Robertson back into the game for Milwaukee for the final 4:42. Robertson dribbles, directs traffic, looks over the defense. He finds McLaughlin open on the perimeter. Back and forth they go. McLaughlin tries to get it back to Robertson, and miscommunication, and that ball is out of play. Robertson went left, McLaughlin passed right, and they weren't able to connect. New York basketball, chance for the Knicks to regain the lead. Under 4.5 to play. Frazier dials it up against Oscar Robertson. Price back to Frazier. Loose ball, Frazier gets it back. Jump shot no good, off balance. Rebound on the play will go to Robertson. Robertson kicks it out to McLaughlin. 3-on-1 with Alcindor and Smith. That's not a great fast break lineup, but McLaughlin's going to push the action. Gets it ahead to Smith, and once again Frazier steals it. 3 clutch steals for Walt Frazier here in the fourth quarter. And New York once again has a chance to regain the lead. Frazier bringing it up. Directing traffic. Gets it down to DeBusschere down low. Can DeBusschere get anything done? He gets fouled. Foul on the play by Greg Smith. DeBusschere worked his way inside. Could not get a good shot off, but does get to the line for one shot as that foul was called on the floor. We are now under the 4-minute mark. DeBusschere misses the free throw. Could have tied the game with that. Dandridge comes away with the rebound. Milwaukee basketball, 1-point lead. Robertson sizes up the defense. Looks down low to Dandridge in the paint. Good look inside. He connects. And it is a 3-point game for Milwaukee. And a foul on the play is called on Bradley. That's 5 on Bradley, but you can hardly blame him for committing the foul in that situation. As Dandridge got loose inside, Bradley tried to stop him from getting the shot up, but Dandridge powered it up and good, and he's going to go to the line with a 3-point play. Question from Bud, is this the year that Reed came limping out of the playoffs and wins the game? That would be 1972. 71 was the year that Oscar and Kareem and the Bucks won the championship. They went through 3 rounds of playoffs with a record of 12-2. They dominated the regular season. They dominated the postseason. But Frazier and Reed brought the Knicks back in 72 to win the title, and that was the year that Willis Reed had the dramatic injury and returned to action. All right, 3-point lead for Bucks. Dandridge looks to make it 4 points if he can connect here. And the free throw is no good. Both teams missing critical free throws here in the fourth. Frazier comes away with the rebound and brings the ball back up for the Knicks, dribbling slowly. They go to Bradley. Bradley along the baseline. Jump shot. Rolls around. No good. Rebound by Dandridge, and we've got a loose ball foul on Willis Reed. It is getting very physical under the boards now, and the referees are trying their best to keep this game under control. Dandridge has another opportunity to extend the lead if he can hit a free throw, and this time he gets it to go. It's now a 4-point lead. Actually, no, it rolled around and out, and Smith tapped it in for the 2-pointer. What a big play by Greg Smith, getting loose, getting that offensive board, and tapping it home for the Bucks. And it is now a 5-point lead just like that, with just over 3 minutes to play in the fourth. Frazier looks to Price. Nothing happening there. Price working against McLaughlin. Shot clock's running down. Price drives to the hoop. Two-handed layup. Oh, and he gets it to go. How about that? Mike Price, not a scorer, but he got a clutch basket there. And the Bucks now need a stop, the Knicks now need a stop on the offensive end to have a chance to get back into this game. Greg Smith has a good look inside over Bradley, and he gets that to go. Lead back up to 5. New York needs to work quickly. Bradley working against Dandridge on the perimeter. Shot this time is good. And finally, Bradley has his 10th point of the night. Not a great night for Bradley, but he connected on that one. Milwaukee clings to that 3-point lead with just over 2.5 to play. The open man is McLaughlin. They work it around. McLaughlin outside from 15. No good. Body's banging for that rebound, and it's Willis Reed, the biggest body of them all, coming away with the rebound for New York. 3-point game now, 2:22 to play. Frazier swings it to Price. Price swings it back out to Frazier. Frazier's going to put it on the floor. He drives around Robertson. He misses the layup. Frazier missed the layup. Alcindor forced him to alter the shot, and Greg Smith comes away with the rebound for Milwaukee. We are at the 2-minute mark. Milwaukee clings to a 3-point lead. They're going to look inside to Dandridge once again. Dandridge kicks it back out to Robertson for the open jump shot. Robertson hits the clutch shot, and the Knicks are now down by 5 points with under 2 minutes to play. My goodness, Milwaukee looking to earn it here. Frazier, scramble on the floor. We've got a tie-up, and it will be Greg Smith and Bradley to jump it up. Smith with a significant size advantage here over Bradley. But Bradley steals the tip for New York. They're going to look down low to DeBusschere. Working inside. Layup around the iron. No good. Rebound, Oscar Robertson. Oh my goodness, they needed that one, but DeBusschere could not get it to go. And the Big O comes away with the rebound for the Knicks. Milwaukee burns some clock. 8 on the shot clock. They look down inside to Alcindor. Can he convert this one? This would be a dagger. Alcindor traveled. He shuffled the puppies, as they say, coming off of that pick. And there is hope yet for Milwaukee. Milwaukee is going to, Milwaukee has the 5-point lead. There is hope yet for New York. And it's going to be New York forced to go to the steal or foul strategy on the defense. We'll see how that works. But the first thing the Knicks have to do is put some more points on the board while they have the chance. The open man inside is DeBusschere. DeBusschere in the lane. Loose ball. DeBusschere gets it back. Rises up inside. In and out. Bodies bang for the rebound. Alcindor comes away with it. They've got a bust out with McLaughlin and Smith, and McLaughlin smartly pulls the ball out. They're going to burn some time. They get the ball out to Robertson. Robertson burning clock. 16 on the shot clock. Robertson continues to dribble, dodges Frazier. They get it inside to Smith down low on the mismatch. And DeBusschere grabbed him and fouled him. The foul is on the floor, so it'll just be one shot for Greg Smith. Only 2 for 6 from the line today. Hello, Bobby Catalano. It is a dramatic night here in Milwaukee Arena as the Milwaukee Bucks attempt to finish off a perfect 20-0 season, but they have had their hands full with the Knicks here tonight. Greg Smith with a chance to extend the lead to 6 with 40 seconds to play. And the free throw is good. 13 points for Smith. The lead is 6. And it is desperation time here for the Knicks. They're going to go inside to Willis Reed. Works against Alcindor inside. The little jump shot spins out. Frazier grabs the rebound, kicks it back out. They find Barnett loose on the perimeter. He's got to pull the trigger quickly. He drives to the basket, cut off by Alcindor. His short jump shot is no good. Good interior defense by Alcindor. Alcindor with the rebound, and with 15 seconds to play, that's going to be all that the Knicks can do. And I think this one is going to end as Robertson brings the ball into the front court. He's going to hold the ball. And, of course, we have a runtime error number 9. So give me a minute to reboot things, and we will see if the Knicks can pull the miracle in the last 15 seconds of play. I doubt it, but we got to pull this to take a look at the box score anyways. So 9 folks in the chat room, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on this Friday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We've had a very entertaining ball game to cap a very entertaining regular season of play here between the New York Knicks and the Milwaukee Bucks. So in the first ever season of the Epic Basketball League, we're going to have the Milwaukee Bucks finish the year at 20-0. So we're going to go, yeah, what a time for an error. How about that? Resume saved game. And this is New York at Milwaukee. Or no, oops. Wrong again. This is Milwaukee at New York. That would be... No, I was right the first time. This is New York at Milwaukee. My bad. Yes, 11 seconds to play. Robertson will drip. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Do you believe it? Once again, we get a subscript out of range. And once again, we got to go back to the drawing board. The basketball gods do not want Milwaukee to finish off the perfect season. Resume saved game. Milwaukee, New York at Milwaukee. Double click there, click OK. And this time we're just going to let Alcindor pull the trigger and see if that keeps us out of the error. Alcindor cold-blooded, jump shot no good, foul before the shot is called on Reed. Alcindor to the line for 2 in the game that would never end. Alcindor hits the first, 37 points, 14 boards for Alcindor. A stellar performance. The second shot by Alcindor is good. And with 8 seconds to play, New York will inbound. They're going to throw it into DeBusschere. With the clock running down, DeBusschere throws one up. Cannot get the shot off. There's the buzzer, and that is your ball game. So it was a tough outing for the Bucks. A gritty performance for Milwaukee, but they run the table and they finished 20-0 on the season. And thank you for everybody for staying around for the end. Our Red Sox fan, thanks for coming. Peace. Thank you, Bud W. Bobby Catalano, always a pleasure to have you in the chat room. Thanks to everybody who hung out with us tonight. Ken Castro, happy birthday and happy anniversary. Sports Time Machine, Dave Gardner, Ron Juckett, ID Jester made a cameo. all the cool people were here tonight. And I thank you all for joining us. Final rundown of the box score. Alcinder's your player of the game with the 38 points, 14 rebounds. But it was an overall gritty performance by the Bucks. Bobby Dandridge was invaluable in that first half. He got the Bucks out to that big early lead, and Alcindor took the game over in the second half. As you can see, the scoring by quarter, Dandridge had that big first quarter, and it was Alcindor with 10 in the second, 16 in the third, and 10 in the fourth to lead the way for the Bucks. But the Knicks have nothing to hang their head over. Frazier led the Knicks with 20, 4 assists, and 3 big steals all in the fourth quarter. Reed contributed 19 and 11. Stallworth with a big 15 points off the bench. And your final score, Milwaukee with the lockdown defense held New York to 16 points in that fourth quarter to hold on for the victory and complete an undefeated 20-0 season. Thank you again, everybody, so much for joining us here tonight for tonight's ball game. And as we see the standings update, there you have it, 20-0 for Milwaukee. New York and Los Angeles 10-10. Philadelphia and Baltimore headed down to the Silver Division for 71-72. One more important game left over, but we'll probably just play that one here on the desktop between Seattle and Phoenix. And as I mentioned earlier, I will be headed to vacation this week. So there will be no basketball next Friday night. But we will be back in action with playoffs. Playoffs! And we'll get started with Bronze Division action and work our way up to the Gold Division until we have a champion. So fans, thank you all for joining us once again. That's our stream, and I am out of here.